ride is really starting to go off the rails at this point. Every trick we've been building on has really led to this chance to do something that we at Walt Disney Imagineering had never done before. We're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and we are some of the Imagineers that have the privilege and honor of bringing this attraction to life for you. And tonight, we're going to be stepping through this attraction, sharing some really cool behind-the-scenes facts with you.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Let's head on inside.
Great. Nothing can stop us now.
Oh, never can.
All right, so welcome to scene 1 of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, set here in the Chinese Theater. We added a lot of Mickey-specific magic to the Chinese Theater here. Matt, do you want to point out some things as we walk into the pre-show?
Yeah, this attraction actually has more hidden Mickeys than any other attraction we've ever built at Walt Disney World. From graphics to light fixtures and all throughout the attraction. There's also a hidden Mickey hidden in the chandelier. It's actually spelled in Mandarin.
What's really cool about what we do here at Imagineering is we're usually doing things that have never been done before. So this pre-show, as we call it, that brings you into that world, this entire illusion, we had an idea of how it would work when we built this room, but we actually used this room as our prototype, which is pretty common in Imagineering. We had our prototype in the field, and then we tested it out before building an adjacent theater next door. And in some of the cool things about this illusion, if you watch very closely, our screen actually tears apart, which is pretty neat. These actually open up. And if you're ever wondering, where does that smoke that blows up the screen come from, because you don't see any holes in the floor, it's actually coming from up here. This is one of our sneakiest animated props in the building. This actually moves, but you'll never see it as a guest, but that's where our steam is coming from before you get to walk in and head into the cartoon world, which we'll take you guys to next. Okay, so welcome to scene 4 of the park. This is our first scene after we leave the load station, where we get a chance to do something that we at Walt Disney Imagineering had never done before, which is marry together projection with UV prints with UV paint, which is a really cool aesthetic to also do daylight ultraviolet. Usually when you use this technique, we are in nighttime scenes. Not the case here in the park. And Jillian, you want to tell us a little bit about this scene?
Yeah, so it was really fun kind of playing up what does daytime look like in blacklight, which is really cool. What we did is we got a piece of 2D concept art, and it was really fun to start to physicalize that scenically of like, how does a guest actually feel like this 2D art is popping off the page at them? So you're seeing all of these layers of flats, very similar to very classic 2D animation multi-plane camera. And then as we're moving back in the scene, we're actually moving into more of a projected media environment. So everything close to us is printed or painted, and farther away is projected. So we have a big projected cyc up in the sky, and then those hills that you see back there are also projected. So how we're doing that is by taking a very specific gray color that we term happy color, and then we're using that to help us pop the contrast and color of that projection to exactly match all of our prints. And we did that with a lot of mock-ups and a lot of trial and error to make sure everything blended together well.
And you might be wondering, how does all this stay together over time? Because we don't build things for the first day. Our shows run for 20, 30 years. So we need to give our parks teams an ability to maintain these. So with all of these projection systems, we give them these really cool features around the attraction where literally at the push of a button, we can show where every projector is looking at. So each one of these boxes with a label, you can actually see what those are shooting, and then we're able to index them to the physical scenery. So it's really, really cool because our projection mapping needs to live alongside all that great set work that Jillian was talking about, which keeps this a really unique scene and super unique attraction. So let's go a little bit further into Mickey's cartoon world with Goofy and his locomotive. Let's head through the tunnel.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we actually have a crab hidden in every single scene at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Her name is Crustacea. She was one of our little pets during design, and we kind of discovered her when we were designing our tropical scene, and then she ended up everywhere. So next time you ride, make sure you look for her in every scene, and if you find her, put a crab in the comments.
All right, so come with us into the factory scene. So this is a really exciting finale of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because we get to put it all together here. Every trick we've been building on has really led to this scene. And we're not only bringing to life projecting on scenic, using monitors, using projectors, now we're projecting onto moving elements that physically transform this scene literally around you. So as you walk around and see, all of these moving components are projected on, and we also even have elements like these lamps that are internally lit and picked up by magnets. So we're literally using every inch of this canvas to change it from a factory into a park to sell that gag before we rejoin Goofy's locomotive.
Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park.
This scene here is really crazy. It is so much fun. It's full of our animated figures with their projection faces. We've got a lot of projection here on the back wall, down in the water pond here, as well as a bunch of different types of paint in here. One of the challenges we had with this attraction was the reflectivity of the surfaces of the projection wall, which require a highly reflective surface in order to deliver that show quality. With the paint, the UV paint. UV paint absorbs light. It re-emits that light out into something that's called fluorescence. It's a phenomenon known, through the wavelength. So you have to balance those different wavelengths out in order to blend these different divisions of work seamlessly into a perfect story. And in doing that, we have used different levels of clear coat, including ultra flat clear coat on the figures in order to pop the projection on the faces, bring that level of fluorescence down on the paint and have them feel complete and connected. One thing Imagineers are exceptional at is hiding speakers. They hide speakers in plain sight of our guests on all attractions all the time. Here's a perfect example of that. This is a speaker we painted with black light paint, white light paint, and then clear coated it with a flat to help it sit back further into the set work and become completely part of the storytelling. Ryan, do you have anything you want to add to this?
No, just it's a beautiful scene to end our journey around Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Really hope you guys have enjoyed taking a look at this attraction with us, and we really hope you guys will like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys on the next Wed Walk, but for us here at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, thank you guys for joining us, and we gotta get out of here because we gotta open this ride for the day for you guys. So we'll see you all a little later.
All right, bye.
Man, check out those fireworks.
Those are cool.
Man, you see that Loch Ness Monster?
Wow, it's so cool.
That Loch Ness Monster is
One in a million.